Hi, my name's Oscar, and as Alexa just told you, I'm sometimes a bit late. But it's only because so many things were happening during those 3 months. But at first, let's start with the very beginning of the story. You see, I'm the CEO of CardioCube and medical doctor, just like Dr. Tom sitting here. And we as doctors see so many heart disease patients coming to our clinic every day. And in fact, 1 in 4 deaths is caused by a heart disease. And let's take an example of a heart failure patient that is a chronic disease. You know, he would have a huge problem in joining us today at this beautiful venue, Meistersaal, because after getting up the front stairs, he would feel exactly like you would feel after running a New York Marathon. Huge shortness of breath, dyspnea. So, well, we as doctors try to help those people go out from hospital, don't be readmitted, stay safely at home. It's also you, for instance, calling your dad, your grandpa. But you know what happens then, right? You call your grandpa, for instance, on Monday, and he says, well, I'm feeling fine. Then you call him on Wednesday, he says, well, I'm fine. And then on Friday, it is you being called from the cardiology department that he was admitted at night with a problem, for instance, decompensation. And it's because health is a subjective matter when being reported, for instance, by your grandpa. So we started to work on ways to make it objective and get to the truth of what is the stage of a certain patient. And you see, for now, when you're a heart failure patient, you get home and you can consider choosing one of those 3 services. For instance, call centers, so you're being called by a nurse or a doctor once a week. Then telemedical services, a bunch of them for the last 5 years. And lastly, home visits. But you see, all of those services have one major thing in common. They're not scalable. And apart from that, they cost really a lot, up to €1,200 per month. And you see, many tech companies, tech giants and startups were trying to change this during like the last 5-10 years by introducing, for instance, smart bands. But here the problem is that we don't get the context of the data. And apart from that, it's really boring for the patient. And we see a huge dropout rate of those services. So we kind of learned during the last 2 years at CardioCube that everything should start with patient's experience and what the patient feels and if he likes the service, because if he doesn't like it, he will not use it and we will not have the data to analyze. So you may have the best algorithm in the world, but you have no data, so it doesn't work. And that's how we came to the topic of voice, as we believe that voice is the most natural way of communicating between now, as we speak, and between a human being and a machine. And data supports that, because research says that more than 18% in just 1 year from now of internet users will speak to their devices, not tap them. So our software works in 3 segments. When you want to use it at home, it could be just like standing here on the photo, Amazon Echo or Google Home, any other kind of voice-first device. While commuting, it could be a software in your car, and it could be also just where you go on your mobile phone. The basement of our algorithmic side and AI are treatment guidelines from the top-notch heart disease institutions like American Heart Association. Plus, the information supported and given by the doctor while the patient leaves the hospital. And thirdly, all of the facts that our software learns about the system during the treatment. So for now, we already started operating on home voice-first devices, standalone devices, really cool to use and easy. So patient gets this kind of a device with CardioCube software, takes it home, plugs it into electricity, and can already speak with it just like with his cardiologist in the clinic in the old days. Then the data goes to CardioCube Cloud and CardioCube AI and is being presented to doctor on a screen inside of the clinic so that he can make changes and optimize the therapy. And you see, CardioCube 1.0 is working already on a personalized approach basis so that each patient gets a certain question that he should according to his stage and condition. As doctors, we believe in medical validation, so we had a 30 patient palette. And we also have 21 key opinion leaders as doctors testing the solution and helping us in supporting, including Michael Tendera, professor of cardiology, who also once opened the Nobel Prize ceremony. Apart from that, we have a great testing ground in California, as Cedars-Sinai is our partnership hospital for trials. When it comes to our sales strategy, because as you know, having great technology in healthcare segment is really good, but then getting to sales is really hard. So we divided that into 4 steps. The first step is selling to doctor offices. Second one, to bigger hospitals like Sinai. Third, to insurance company where we reach the scale. And fourthly, giving also you the possibility of paying for your loved ones in B2C mode. This month we already started with step number 1, small clinics and private doctor offices. And we closed already our first client and looking now to close next till the end of the year, where they pay €20 per 1 patient account, and we sell at least a package of 20 users per clinic. That means we get at least €400 per clinic. And all this wouldn't be possible without my lovely founders. That is Tom, Dr. Tom Shamek, the IP lawyer, plus a team of 6 tech maniacs, Derek, the AI genius, Steve, the past medical officer from FDA, Professor Wojakowski, head of trials, Patrick today behind the camera. And for us, the next step is now scaling sales in the first quarter of 2018, then doing a product upgrade, and finally opening a new office in the States. And you see, for this reason, you already secured a €200,000 check. Now we ask you to support us with additional 100 in order to have a total of €300,000 for this round, this angel round. We'll for sure show you the product, and you can test it by Dr. Tom in the showcase just a couple of moments after my presentation. And we're also launching for Germany in December. So if you'd like to make a palette in German language for your German patients, then you can ping me on social media. Thank you so much.